Okay, so I wanted to provide an update on the ICE enforcement and detention activity at USCIS interviews. So, to refresh your memory, there was a New York Times story that came out about people showing up to their adjustment of status interviews who were eligible to be approved for green cards, but then ICE would detain them on the spot and take them away, oftentimes in front of their families. So, this was reported in San Diego is happening quite a bit. We're getting new information about this. And, some of the other offices that were affected in California were Fresno and San Francisco. It doesn't seem to have happened a lot in Los Angeles, Orange County, or San Bernardino, but maybe there were a few instances. It just doesn't seem like those were the main offices that were having that. First of all, I had an interview in San Diego yesterday. And without giving out too much information, the person entered the United States legally many years ago, overstayed, and then had a family member petition for them, and they were 100% eligible for adjustment of status. We were concerned about going to this interview, but we decided to go, and everything went smoothly. She was not detained. The case was not approved at the end of the interview, but that is their standard operating procedure these days. They will hold the case and then make a decision later. So getting an approval on the same day as the interview is very unlikely these days. But some of the things that are coming out are that the USCIS officer that's conducting the interview is oftentimes communicating with ICE via their computer on a messaging type of platform while the interview is going on. So they're saying, okay, this person has the daughter with them, or has an attorney with them, or has an interpreter with them. So they're communicating who's in the room, and then also stating, in their opinion, if they believe the case is approvable, and then ICE will notify them if they should keep the person there because they're going to come over and detain them, or if the person is free to go at the end of the interview. So that's an interesting development, that it seems like they don't have the people completely selected when they get into that office. They're maybe figuring it out as the interview goes along on whether they're going to detain the individual. Some other things to consider are, if you entered with the B1, B2 visa, that's one thing. But if you came in using the visa waiver program, that's a totally different situation, because if you are denied by that USCIS officer, even if your case was approvable, you have no right to go to immigration court to fight that. Okay, so that's a big thing to consider, is how did you enter, B1, B2, or visa waiver program, or something else like an L1 or maybe an H1B. There's a lot of other information that I'll get into later, but I did want to put that out there because I know this is something that worries a lot of people about showing up to their interviews. But at least yesterday in San Diego, our interview went just fine. Hopefully we'll have an answer within a month, but either way, my client wasn't detained at the interview. Take care.